fire was lit, the moon was set. The madman and the princess hadn't been there yet. The castle screamed a magic sound. The madman and the princess would soon be crowned. The king was dying, the queen was dead. The prince was fighting dragons deep inside his head. The king lay down beside the queen, and they were taken to the world beyond their dreams. And in a royal celebration, the madman and the princess wed. And the prince slew another dragon in the caves inside his head. The kingdom cheered, the madman laughed, the princess smiled, remembering her royal past. The crowns were laid upon their heads. No one raised a sword, no evil words were said. The madman went to bed that night with his royal bride at his side. The drinks were filled his magic head, and when the morning came, he stood before the kingdom and he said, "Morning, no kingdom, you ain't no king. You ain't keep your money, to me it means nothing. But if we should come to be war, we're so open to this one. Fighting to defend our freedom for our daughters and sons."
All right, and hello and welcome to the Super Baka Bros channel. I am your game master and host, Angelo Baca, and tonight we are continuing our story here on Neighborhood RPG, our D&D homebrew show where we play the Magic Jewel Heist, a campaign that I've been working on for a while. And we're continuing it with these amazing players that we have here, which I'm going to introduce here momentarily. But first, I just want to thank... Let me turn that down maybe a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm super professional. Anyways, so remind everyone, if you're muted, to unmute yourself, because I know I do that all the time. But I just want to thank everyone who has been here with us on this journey and has experienced all of the triumphs and failures. And I just want to say thank you. It's been honestly, truly amazing to share all of this with you. So you all make this worth it. So thank you very much. I'm going to start off with the introductions, if we could. I'm going to have each of our players introduce themselves and also the player characters that they are going to be playing tonight. And maybe no need at all if you don't want to. I'm trying to stall as much as I can to allow as much time to think about it. But if you want to have something interesting, something new and fresh, something hip, like the kids like to say nowadays, go ahead and let us have that information. So starting off at the top, I'm going to shoot it over to Phil. Go ahead and introduce your character and maybe something a little bit interesting, if you could, please.
Stalling as well. I'll just say stall. I am playing Drock the Defiant. He's a half-orc ranger, the leader of the tribe of the Redeemed. What is going on with him? I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'll say that kind of as a tease for what potentially might be coming down the road. Just a refresher for some of his backstory. He's a half orc. He was raised in a tribe of orcs that were kind of going around pillaging villages everywhere, led by his father, and he ended up murdering his brother to save an innocent human. And since then, he's been hunted down by his father.
Alrighty, I like it. And you have not encountered your father quite yet, even though at the very beginning you've always had this shadow over your head that your father is looking for you. So maybe in the future you run into them, but definitely not. If you run into your father in the Feywild, then you got some horrible bad karma going against you. But thank you very much, Phil. I appreciate the introduction. Next,
I think it sounds worse for him. I don't see him as someone who's going to survive very well in the Feywild. The Feywild. You never know. Your dad can be very resourceful. Don't just cast judgment on him. You haven't even met him in a long time. He could be a whole new person. He could be he raised me.
He could be a scholar by this point. That's how long it's been. Probably not. And with that, we're going to switch over to Chandra, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce your character, please, and maybe something a little bit interesting. Go ahead, Chandra.
All right, I am playing Arinalor, who is a human wizard. And as some of you know, I have this ancient text that holds a great, terrible power with me. And it's really starting to weigh on me and kind of mess with my, like, I'm starting to get, I wouldn't say depressed, but, it's starting to mess with my head.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That is great responsibility, all the rest of that's Spider-Man, as I like to say. So yeah, thank you very much, Chandra. I appreciate that as I butcher Spider-Man quote, which the new Spider-Man trailer dropped. Just a quick little pop culture information. I think you're muted, Phil. I don't know.
Sorry, I was just doing a shout out for Spider-Man. I don't know if you're watching.
Of course, Spider-Man's watching. What are you kidding me?
Everybody gets one.
Always watching. Yeah. But thank you, Chandra. That was awesome. Finally, we are going to pop over to our human paladin. And Ted, if you can go ahead and introduce him and let us know a little something interesting while I grab something real quick.
So I am playing Eldraine, the human paladin. And although he has had a fair bit of adventuring in his life, this is the first time in the Feywild. I don't know if you would say another dimension or another realm, and he has decided he does not like it much at all.
I talk for just one more second.
I'm talking for one more second.
That's good. You did great. Sorry, I had to grab something. Chandra reminded me of something super professional, so thank you very much. While you stall for me, and we're gonna switch back over to here. The thing that I did forget to mention at the beginning is we have added up here at the top a August follower goal. We're at 27 followers. We're trying to get to the road to 50. I'm shooting by the end of the month, which we don't have too many days left, obviously. They will get to 35. So if you see that follower goal and you're not following, it is absolutely free to follow, and it helps us out tremendously. So just putting that out there. And Chandra, thank you very much for reminding me about something that I needed to grab, but I'm not going to say what it is because it would spoil something. With that, unless anyone else like to mention anything or plug anything they got going on, I think Ted's dropping a new album next week. If you want to plug that real quick. No, all right, fine.
His latest rap album.
Yes, Ted definitely does have a rap album coming out soon. We got a bit of a taste of it before the stream started. It was it was lovely to say the least.
So,
Hey, we'll say this: if we get to 50 followers, Ted will do a live performance of his rap single on the street next week.
Yes.
Cornrows.
You know what? You know what's funny is we say that about Ted, but I think Phil. I don't know if Phil remembers this, but in high school, me growing up, or I think he was gone. I actually tried to become a rapper, and it was not too successful.
I think "try"
Love
is a
see
loose term.
videos
but-
of that now.
Well, there's no videos. There's some songs. I got the books. I got the rap books, the Habernath Bible, as I called it. We're losing viewers as I'm talking nonsense over here. Anonymous, thank you very much for tipping $20. We really appreciate it. You are super crucial to making the stream more professional, even though I am not helping the case at all. But thank you very much. We're getting more equipment, and I should probably take some speaking classes with that money as well. That would be a good idea. Be a little more professional. And Cyrus with the sheesh emotes. I love them. Good to see you, Cyrus. And with that, unless we're good to go, let's go ahead and get into the previously on the Magic Jewel Heist. So, let's switch over to just me on the screen now. Previously on the Magic Jewel Heist, our party of adventurers who have been dubbed by Queen Titania of the Feywild and the Seelie Fae, the Defiant Three, have come to the Feywild with a Fey tiefling, Desi Kelly, to have a conversation about what's going on with the Great Magic Jewel and what's happening in Monaco with the royal family of Monaco. They found out that Prince Norman Smith, who is the prince of the Northern Gallia region, has enacted some sort of plot to take over the Ministry of the Weave, which is the organization or school, if you will, that basically governs the usage of magic here in Monaco and the greater area at large. After finding out about this, Queen Titania has informed them, the Defiant Three, that they're going to need to actually steal the magic jewel, or if the evildoers get hold of this, that not only the material plane, Monaco and larger, would be at great risk, but the Feywild as well. As the Ettercap, these spider-like humanoid creatures that Druck the Defiant himself and the now deceased Lord Bellamy Carter had captured the Queen. These Ettercap have invaded, I should say a long time ago, not recently, but prior to all the shenanigans going on, Druck and Lord Bellamy Carter, who was tricked by Lord Bellamy Carter, captured the Ettercap Queen, and now they are invading the Feywild. So they've been sent out to prove themselves and retrieve a child of the Enchantress, the item shopkeeper, Lady Rowena, who is gone missing out into the forest of the Feywild. Having ventured about an hour and a half or so into the forest, they got to a small pond where they saw a little figure about 3 feet tall counting for whatever reason. And as they approached this figure, turned around and they noticed that it was made out of wood with a metal face and a very lovely voice. An encounter ensued with some tree blights and vine blights. They disposed of them and then took off back to the city, the Fey city, Sylalsera, having told this child who loves games, as most children do, that it's a race back to the city and to this child's mother. So, with that, there's a bit of an echo. I don't know if anyone else can hear that. Maybe turn down your volume just a little bit, Ted. With that, thank you, Mom Pa Baka. Appreciate it. I got, stage performance. With that, we are going to switch back over to here. And I to stop this music and bring up maybe this music, the Feywild. Might be too loud. Hold on a second. A little bit better. All right. So, as the three of you and this weird child who is playfully running in front of you, you're heading back toward the city, making your way through the trees, these very alien-like looking trees, not like the trees you've seen from the material plane. There is a... Oh, go ahead.
Mr. Baca.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I forgot the tradition. Go ahead.
I mean, you. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. My bad. As we like to do here,
playing this game.
That's just it. I'm trying to kill your character.
Our
So
ceremonial toast.
yeah, we got to do the ceremonial toast. That is on me. All right. So
No one said it wasn't.
fair enough. You take 10 points of damage already. If you are watching and you have a water bottle, a drink nearby, please grab it, as we like to do a toasting ritual to hopefully carry these players through the party or through the game without dying. I have my dear friend Nick Bowder Esquire, who was a former enemy, now turned into a Mind Flayer goblet. As he likes to say, as I raise the goblet, may your dice roll true, and may you all make it through. Meh.
Meh.
All right. Now, why the 2T though? Why the 2T though?
Why not?
Fair enough. Wise words from Philip Baca. Why not?
I mean, you have one cup.
I mean, I got a water bottle here too.
Well, I mean, if we're doing this, we're measuring.
Jesus. Anyways,
What else?
you're gonna pull out one of those like water
I also have a
jugs,
candle. What do you want?
water cooler from office space. As the three of you and this child are, all right, you're going too far. You're out of control, Phil.
It's got a booby on it.
Not professional, but still really cool. Okay, so as the three of you run through the forest and make your way back towards Sylalsera, I would like all of you to give me a perception check. These creatures, far away, you hear noises, chants, and groans and moans that you have no idea what they are. Let's see if you can pick up a little bit better.
I got a 6.
Lovely. And for you, to be honest with you, Aldrain, with your very heavy plate armor, this full run is a bit strenuous, to be honest with you, as you're trying to keep up with this small child and Drock, and Arenalor, who are a little bit ahead of you.
I got 14.
14, okay.
14.
14. All right. I will say Drock and Arenalor, as you're running, you're not being too loud, except for Aldrain's heavy plate armor that is clunkily moving about. You hear a noise not close by, but high up in the tree canopy behind you. A kind of rustling of leaves way back a little bit, but in 3 or 4 different places, one directly behind, one to the left behind, one to the right behind, as you keep heading toward the fork in the road where you're trying to get back to the path.
We need to hurry.
Yeah. Pick up the pace, Eldrain.
I am hurrying.
The little child, toy-like creature in front of all 3 of you is laughing. Let's go faster! Go faster! And is trying to go as fast as his little legs can carry him, which, to be honest with you, is starting to slow down. Since he's got very small legs, almost as if Sakun Darkbreaker, your dwarven wizard friend, was running along with you in the Underdark, Drock, if you do remember it. He did not do too well, so this is what you're running with right now.
Is he slowing us down?
He was ahead of you because he took off before everyone even started running, trying to cheat and get a head start, kind of a thing. But as you have started to really get a trot going, he's starting to get a little slower and slower, and he's now alongside of you, Aldrain, just a little bit behind the three of you.
It's like, would I recognize that if we kept going the way we are, that he would end up falling behind?
Most likely, yes. With that perception check, yes.
All right. So I'm gonna look down at him and say, "Hey, let's play airplane."
Airplane? What's that?
I just grab I put my arm around his waist and I pick him up so that his body is parallel with the ground.
Okay.
And I'm running.
Okay. Yeah. As you go to do this, he yells, "Consent!" and he shoots a dart at you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
What the fuck? It's woke culture, man.
You're gonna get us canceled tonight, Phil. I can feel it.
Try me. 14.
14. Fair enough. You see it coming as he's kind of warily looking at you as you start to bend over to pick him up, and as he brings the dart up to his wooden metal mouth, you quickly move out of the way as the dart just flies harmlessly into the tree line.
Hey, what was that? You have to ask.
And now everyone comes to a stop now, or he comes to a stop now.
I'm gonna take a chance to get my breath.
Okay, go ahead. To roll me a Constitution check and see how your lung capacity is doing.
+2.
What sort of game is airplane? I've never heard of those before in this fantasy world.
I got a 21.
21.
Fucking talking robot.
For whatever reason, you don't run fast, but you feel like you could run forever, Aldrain. You feel like you could run a marathon right now. You would be super slow, but you're doing good. You're doing good.
Once I get my breath, I'll be good.
Nimbin looks back up at you, Drock, and says,
What's the game? Explain it to me.
Well, I'll pick you up and hold you with my arm and run, so that you'll feel as if you're flying.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Let's play. Let's play.
and he puts his arms up out and about. You pick him up?
Pick him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pick him up very easily as a small little child. You lift him up above your head?
No, he's basically at my waist.
Okay.
My arms around him.
Okay.
Like a sack of potatoes.
I like it. Go ahead and give me another perception check while you are all standing there and having this conversation.
Everyone or just him?
Everyone, if you would like.
7.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm on fire. 19.
Nice.
And
That's until the combat
10.
starts.
Fair point. As Drock, who's dealing with this very odd-looking child, and a Renalor who last session tried to dive at this child and shove into a bag. He is very much just done and annoyed by this child. Has not noticed what Aldrain notices, that noise that is in the canopy is actually closer. He didn't hear it the first time, but it is now getting closer and closer.
We need to get moving.
yes.
Let's
play.
fly. Let's go.
You guys all take off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you continue running. You run for a little bit, get to the four-way or the fork in the road, and now you're on the path, dirt path that you found as you headed north away from Sylalsera, the Feywild city. As you run now south, the opposite direction where you came, you look through the forest and you see all kinds of different creatures running the same direction that you're running. Mostly birds, smaller squirrel creatures that are not quite squirrel creatures. Go ahead.
Are the birds running?
That's a bad sign.
Yes, they are large birds that do not fly, Phil. They are ostrich-like
Scary.
birds. And Aldrain, you notice with your perception check a horse-like creature way off on your right. This large sort of horn sticking out of its head, running in the same direction that you are all running, but is like 100 to 150 feet away from all four of you now.
Do I see an intersection point with the way it's running and where we are?
No, you're all parallel with each other. All these creatures are not trying to get close to you at all. They are all just running the same direction that you are all running. You all continue to run. Go ahead, everyone give me some constitution checks and see how well you hold up. You're all at a full sprint right now, essentially, so give me some constitution checks.
You just stole my good roll.
16.
16.
Ooh, so like Sabbatico with Drock and,
Yeah, we had a couple
Arena
of,
Lords a couple times.
couple of rolls.
Loving it.
15.
All right, not bad, not bad. All three of you, for whatever reason, the creatures that are around you, this weird fucking forest that you're in, you can tell that you all need to get back to the city, and you do not slow down. You continue to run. You go another 30 minutes or so, and as you look around, you notice that there's more creatures that are heading the same direction that you're heading. An owlbear off to the left, full trot on all fours, just lunging forward, trying to get ahead of whatever it feels like is following you from behind. As you come into this area of the trail where you saw before, where there's not even a pond, but almost like marshland, where the water is above the grass area, you see something over some bushes and trees. You can't quite see what it is. Go ahead, everyone, give me a perception check with disadvantage as you're all sprinting. You're not slowing down to see what this is. Unless you want to, you can let me know.
I'll try, but disadvantage and perception. Come on.
And you earned a 20.
Got a 4.
Perfect.
7.
Well, take the lowest, baby.
Oh. 1.
One? All right, I like it. Can't quite see what it is, but you do notice whatever this is that is over these bushes, some are up in the trees, that it is getting a lot more frequent. And it does not look like it's natural. It does not look like it belongs in this area itself. You continue to run, your pace even going a little bit faster. You can see on the horizon as you're going up the trail hill, like a hill the trail is on, that the spires of Sylalsera, off in the distance with the emerald-looking spires that make up the peaks of this city, is not too far away. As you're going as hard as you can, go ahead and give me one more Constitution check. See if you can go full sprint as you're running.
Somebody's getting left behind.
18.
Okay. Actually,
Oh.
Rock, because you are carrying Nimbin, roll with disadvantage.
Bring it.
So roll one more time. Take the lowest, please.
18.
Oh, motherfucker. Nice, not bad. All right, what'd you get, Aldrain and Renalor?
I have 6 with my bonuses.
Okay.
3.
Okay. Drock, who is very comfortable in the forest setting, is full on just sprinting as if he's in a 100-yard dash. Nimbin just,
Yay! Whee! This is amazing! I'm flying! Whee!
Aldrain and Renalor start to slow down a bit as they're getting like a stitch in the side of their stomach. As they slow down, you notice this, Drock. They're like easily 50 feet behind you now. You keep running?
No, I'll stop. Wait for him.
Okay. Turn around and you want to say anything to them as they come up to where you and Nimbin are at? And as you do, go ahead and give me one more perception check, please, and a survival check.
Is that everyone or just him?
Just Rock. You guys are concentrating on running.
Okay.
Which one was first?
A perception and survival.
Perception is 13.
Okay.
Survival is pretty good. 22.
22. Okay. As you look at your two companions running towards you, very briefly, you look around at the trees and at the bushes, and you notice that the objects that have been covering the bushes and the tree canopies are very, very familiar sight to you, as you have seen this before in the caves outside of the Etten cave, where you encountered these creatures before. You see spider webs all over these bushes and all over these tree canopy. And as you notice this, in your mind, you kind of go, oh crap. And you look up and you see movement at the top of the trees as this figure is flying through the tree canopy on top of these spider webs and is coming right towards you. You see it.
What's my perception of, like, based off how far the town is and how kind of quickly these are moving towards us, as to whether or not the little robot guy will be able to get home safely on his own?
I mean, you could tell by the pace that this creature is going, it is definitely going to overtake Arinalor and Aldrain. Whether or not it could... Give me an intelligence check.
I'm glad you said that. I have advantage. Oh, no. Oh, 16.
16. Okay. As you feel like as long as there is no other threat, that this child should be able to get back to the city on their own.
All right, let's give it a shot. So I'll put him on the ground and then say, "Hey, let's finish our game from before, where you're racing the paladin back home. You go ahead, run as fast as you can. I'll slow him down for you."
He lands out on the ground and goes, "Oh,
Okay, but that's not fun. He's already slow as it is.
All right.
But I'll do my best.
If you can beat him back to your home, I'll make sure to give you a nice little treat as a reward."
Oh, wow. Okay, deal.
and Nimbin takes off toward the city, and you see, almost like a Looney Tunes cartoon, his legs are just churning, trying to go as fast as they can, almost making a dust pile in the air as he runs. He's just squealing the whole way.
Whee! This is so fun.
As that happens, Aldrain and Arinalor are just getting up to you, but the figure up in the trees looks like it's about to descend upon you. You have very short time.
Oh, what the hell just happened?
Well, if I notice I have short time, I'm gonna go ahead and whip out a fire arrow.
Of course. God damn. Every time this has got to happen. So,
You think you'd figure it out by now?
well,
Oh, was it the battery?
the battery died. Yeah, go ahead and prepare your fire arrow.
You mean like roll attack? Or?
You go to prepare your fire arrow, and go ahead and roll an attack.
Come on, metal die. Don't let me down. 11.
11. Okay. As you... Let me just fix this real quick. Sorry, folks, for the technical difficulties.
Did it mess our cameras up?
Oh, yeah, it's all
Like in
jacked
the
up.
stream? Who am I? Who am I?
You're still you. It's just slightly skewed, actually. It's not too bad. Ted is
That's-
completely gone.
No.
I know. Of all people. I mean, I would rather have me leave, if anything. Okay, so quick transition. I think, Ted, are you sitting back right now, or?
I am leaning back a little. The cat's perched right by my neck, so I'm taking
That's
advantage
good.
of him not biting me and
The
being calm and
decapitated head.
purring.
Oh, okay. Just making sure if I needed to fix my camera a little bit. So, as, although... Perfect. Never mind. This one is not jacked up, where the map is still. Super professional here. You said you rolled an 11?
Yeah.
Okay. So as Aldrain and Arena Lore start... Oh, hold on. I gotta fix this.
On an unrelated note, if there are any podcast or Twitch stream producers out there looking to not get paid to produce a Twitch stream for a couple hours a week,
You let us know. There is
we're your
a...
guys.
Yeah,
Who's got 2 thumbs and needs a producer?
these guys.
Who's got 4 thumbs and needs a producer? These guys.
Okay. There. As you unleash your arrow, and you said a fire arrow, correct?
Yeah.
That is important. As you unleash your arrow, it barely misses. As whatever the figure is up in the trees that is coming towards you, it almost hits this creature. But you can tell it barely misses, and it catches the tree canopy on fire and the spider webs that are around it. And as it does, for a quick moment, you see what it is that's coming towards you. This larger than a regular humanoid looking figure with purple kind of like purple veiny looking skin with long, just disjointed looking arms and 2 claws on each hand. And the face area itself has these like long tentacles and 2 pincers and 2 dark little beady eyes. And as you see it, you get filled with this momentarily sense of dread as you know exactly what it is. The canopy catches on fire and it descends down upon all 3 of you. I'd like all of you to roll initiative, please. Shut this off. Over to this.
See, it was the metal die that you gave me that I used. I think you Trojan horsed me. It gave me a... You keep talking about how much you want to kill my character, so you sent me a defective die to sabotage me from within.
It is weighted. I totally weighted that die.
You did?
I got a 16.
Okay.
17.
What was that, Arena Lore?
8.
Okay. Drock, you got a 17?
Yeah.
Put this down just a little bit. There we go. You roll for this lovely creature. That is... okay, that is hot garbage.
I mean,
Okay.
if it's good for us,
Like,
not bad.
And you guys can see the map still, correct?
yes.
At least one of them?
Battle map 2.
Okay. All right. So, let's go ahead and switch over to this. As oh, battle map is poking out of the top here. Fix that. Okay, so as this creature, so let's say Brock, you are here. Say about right there. Lore and Aldrain are running up to you right there. This large, tall as you actually, Aldrain, this large creature just lands about 10 feet right behind you. Ooh.
Is this bipedal?
Yeah, it's on 2 feet, hunched over. It's got this large, like, pod shape coming out, jutting out from behind its skull.
I hate the Feywild.
What you should do is get another camera that can be kind of like a close-up cam that, you know, wouldn't be part of the map, but you can just like hold up the figure to it, or like, you know, put it down on the table.
You get that little mini Insta camera that's like the size of your pinky nail. You can put it down and just like tape it to one of the characters' shoulders. It could be an in-game cam.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Our producer, go ahead and write that down, producer. Oh, wait. We don't have a producer.
You just an actor.
You're just an actor. So as this creature, I'm going to try something. It might mess everything up, but I'm going to try something here.
Okay.
On.
Is Battle Map 1 coming back?
Something's happening here.
Oh, Battle Map 1.
There we go. There we go. Cyrus wrote it down in his mind. That works, actually. Let's just hope that Cyrus has a good memory. Not like me. Let me fix me. I'm like at the kids' table now. Like, down here in the corner. The hell happened to me? Okay. There. This way. So, as I'm fixing this, Brock, you know exactly what this creature is. You do not need to roll any sort of history check or anything. You see it land right behind, 10 feet behind your friends. You are up. What would you like to do? Transition over to this. Bam!
I'm gonna use my bonus action to Hunter's Market.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark. Okay. You feel the magical essence take hold on this creature. You know exactly where it is, and the Hunter's Mark has been a success. What would you like to do next?
I'm gonna use. Yeah, take a couple of shots out with my arrows, I guess.
Okay.
Metal Trojan die in here. Alright. So first attack. Oh my god, it's a 1.
Oh. Go ahead and roll your second attack, if you would, please. We'll deal with the first attack here in a moment.
And the second one is a 19.
Okay. As you go to release the first arrow, roll me a d6. Ted, real quick before he rolls it, give me odds or evens.
Go for even.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
7.
7. So,
D6?
yeah, how the hell did you get a 7 on a
right.
d6?
Wrong one.
On a fast one on me here.
Look at
this
I'm like,
guy.
you didn't
Shit.
break it. I'm like, that's
Really?
impossible.
Yeah, you don't know if that would have been good for us or not, too.
Okay, that's perfect, actually. So, as you go to release the first arrow, these flashbacks of the really horrendous encounter of the Ettercaps in this cave, where you went to this cave with about 30 men and only 3 or 4 men came out of it alive. It flashes into your memory really quickly, and you kind of move the bow at the last moment. And go ahead and roll me damage, please.
Is this an Ettercap? I don't know.
You don't know it's an Ettercap, but yes, this is an Ettercap.
I just want to look up what they look like because your description, I can't adequately picture it.
Fair enough.
So I just want to search and see if there's a D&D photo online.
Oh yeah, it has a large, like, bellies just sticking out.
12.
12 damage?
Images.
That's a first
that's
arrow,
a good-
correct?
Yeah.
So, at the last moment, you go to release the arrow and you move to the right real quickly, and the arrow is fired and you shoot Aldrain right in his chest. As Aldrain, you take 12 points of damage as Drock just kind of freaks out for a moment and lets it go. Go ahead.
Did I hear that correct?
You took 12 points of damage from your main man, Drock.
Dude.
Papa Doc. Took a
Can't
shot.
kill me, so you're taking it out on Eldrain.
You're the one that rolled the 1. Go ahead and roll your second damage, please.
Wait. I included Hunter's Mark on that one.
Take that off. That is not for... So, whatever your D6 was, take that off. Or roll your D6 again.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. Take away 3.
Okay. 3. Add
So
3
9.
more points onto that. That you have, sorry.
So it was a total of 9 points of damage instead of total of 12.
Yeah. Hear that, Ted? You didn't take 12, you took 9. I don't know if you're muted.
He wasn't, and he was, and he was.
Facing over the keyboard.
Gotcha. Second arrow, go ahead, Phil.
12.
12, so as you kind of shake off the disappointment of shooting, or maybe not disappointment, of shooting your own party member, you just bring all your resolve together and you fire an arrow, and it hits it right in the stomach, and it goes, ah! This guttural noise comes out of its disgusting looking mandibles and throat area. It keeps going right towards you. Would you like to move at all?
I mean, if I'm kind of directly in its path, I'll just take like a step to the side either way. Just make it so I'm not directly in front of it.
Yeah, you're definitely directly in its path. Fix that.
I'll take a step behind Aldrain.
Well, you're right here. So which way do you want to go? Do you want to go over here?
So the character. No, there's a step.
Oh, like
the
this way.
character left. Well, the other direction, but yeah. Oh wait, which one's Aldrain?
Aldrain's purple. Arenalor is
okay.
the orange.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you had it right the first time.
Okay, that's not bad. So you quickly realize that this creature is heading directly towards you, and you kind of just step a little over to the right, so that you're not directly in its path. That ends your turn. Aldrain, you're up. You just took an arrow to the chest. You're looking at Jock like, what the hell?
Behind him, that.
You have some sort of creature behind you, but you do not know what this creature is.
Which one am I? The left or the right?
You're on the right, this purple one right here.
All right. But I'm facing Drock, not the creature.
Correct. But you can hear the creature
I suppose
running
I
behind
wanna-
you.
Is each of those squares 2 squares?
Yes.
Or 4 squares,
Yes.
rather?
Each square is 10 feet.
I want to advance up to Drock, turn around and draw my sword and shield. And hold action to attack.
Hold it for what? If the creature comes up to you?
Yeah. Basically to try to protect when Arenalor gets up to me, because I assume she's going to keep moving.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to look at Drock. Oh.
The disapproving parent.
Love armor.
Head shake. That ends your turn. You have your action held, sorry. And that is now the Ettercap's turn. Let's see here. It is going to kind of slowly come to a stop as this battle starts, and it will. It is going to kind of hunker down really quickly. You see its mandibles up here in the mouth area start to clack together, and all of a sudden, shooting out from its mouth, this silver tendril just goes right towards you, Aldrain. Does a 19 hit?
It does not by 1 point.
Oh shit! As this silver webbing shoots right towards you, at the last moment you see it coming because you are prepared for some sort of an attack, and you actually step to the side and cut it out of midair, and a part of it kind of sticks to your sword a little bit, but the webbing itself kind of dies off. And yeah, that is that. It is going to. Actually, gonna go right past Arenalor and go right for you, Aldrain. That ends his turn. Arenalor, you are up.
Can I safely? No, wait. I'm gonna do magic missile.
Okay, at the Ettercap.
Yes.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your 3d4s. What level?
I honestly don't know if these are strong or if they're not strong. I had to look up what it even looked like, and it looks kind of like a giant bipedal spider bug.
Yeah, please don't look up the stats.
I didn't. I just looked up images. I didn't image search because I couldn't quite picture it.
I'll do. It's normal. I'll do it at a level 2, I think.
Okay. So you
So
get
an
additional d4.
And then I looked up Ettercap cute. Was that okay?
Probably not. Probably need to wipe your history. Sure, the.
All right. Yeah.
It's cute. It's like a little baby.
Alright.
I don't know what kind of stuff you're looking at. You're getting
Then
cancer.
I roll the D4, right?
Yeah, 3d4 or 4d4. Sorry,
+1, right? For each one. 40,
plus 1 for each
4.
one. Yes.
4, so that's what?
8.
8?
8 points of damage. So as you slam your staff
wait.
down.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just
2
for
more.
2.
Okay, sorry. Arenalor, you see this large humanoid creature run past you and head straight for Aldrain.
Yeah. 15 total.
15 total. So as you see this creature run past you, you slam your staff down, and 4 of these white arcane dots fly out, and they curve individually right toward this creature, right into his back. Each one, it strikes with this like sickening thud sound, and the creature takes it and just. It looks over its shoulder at you, and you see these completely dark abyss eyes, these beady eyes look at you now. Would you like to move or anything else?
I'm gonna go hide behind that tree right there.
Okay. I like it.
Avernalor the Brave.
So this is what they were importing to the castle?
A Renalor the Alive.
Renalor the Alive, I love it. Yes, if your memory serves you correct. These are what are being imported to the castle.
They're crazy.
That ends your turn. Drock, you're up. Oh wait, Renalor, how many points? Sorry.
What?
How many points was that again?
15.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yep.
Drock, you're up.
Take some swipes at him with my sword.
A sword?
My sword. Oh, you suck too. 14.
14 just hits.
And then 22.
22 definitely hits. As you're now ready for this, you put away any sort of fears or doubts that you have from that previous battle where you lost so many of your friends, and you strike true twice. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh. 19.
19 points of damage as you strike once at the arms that are sticking out like 6 feet, almost reaching out towards you with this long claws. You slice at one of his arms, and then you quickly step forward and stab right into its chest as this like purple black ooze liquid kind of just starts gushing out of it, but it's still looking at you, just clacking its mandibles towards you as it takes the strikes. Is it 19?
Yeah.
Okay. Any movement or anything else for you?
No.
Okay. And it's your turn. Aldrin, you're up.
I'm going to do a full attack, 2 attack.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to cast Bless.
Nope.
We
What
just
happened?
lost another map. I'll
Awesome.
cast Bless next turn. I'll attack now, Bless next turn. No, I'm going to cast
Nah.
Bless this turn.
Aren't with us anymore.
You pouring one out for the battle map, Phil?
Yeah, I got on my chair.
Yeah.
That's a true.
I'm going to cast Bless.
Go ahead and cast Bless.
I don't think I need to roll.
No.
That's enough.
Who
to
you're,
get all
you're
three.
targeting? Yeah, you're targeting all of them.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
it should get all of us in it.
Absolutely does.
Yeah. So,
So you cast Bless. All 3 of you feel this sort of divine energy cascade over you, and you now have an additional D4 on attacks and saving throws.
Grab a Colossus Slayer.
Yeah, that's a deadly combo with Colossus Slayer. You're absolutely correct. Anything else, Aldrin? As I try to quickly fix this map.
I don't think I can really do anything else. That pretty much sucks the rest of my action.
Okay. As your turn is up, you're not going to move or anything. Is what I'm trying to get at.
No,
Okay.
I've already moved. Remember, I moved up to here, and that was a held action. And if I move, he gets an attack of opportunity, which I'm not getting hit again. I already have
I'm
drop to do.
Making
for me.
sure if you wanted to. I'd like to see if you wanted to move for that particular reason, but I understand.
Well, hypothetically, he could, if he stays within 5 feet of him and just moves around him, he can move though, right?
You could try that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good question.
Okay.
That's asking to get monster slapped. Or in Boston, we might call it monster.
The monster. Yeah, the Feywild.
Monster. It's a
so,
monster.
as this creature who's just bleeding profusely from all these different attacks. Oh shit, I didn't even switch it over to the correct fix. There we go. Now y'all can see me. So as the this creature is just bleeding profusely, and you can hear it kind of whimpering, it starts to kind of go and start to just gush out all of this disgusting purple ooze as it
This would be blaming you, Doc.
turns, and literally this pile of purple ooze hits on the ground, and the ooze itself starts to rise up and kind of like a pseudopod move around and look at the two of you. That is its action. I'm going to roll to see if the Ettercap gets its webbing back. It does not. And that ends its turn. Renalor, you are up. You just witnessed this disgusting looking humanoid creature just basically regurgitate some sort of ooze-like, you don't even know what it is, but it's alive and it's moving around.
It's disgusting. That's what
I'm gonna peek out from the tree.
Okay.
And if I do fireball, he's gonna start on fire.
If you do fireball, you will hit us.
No, you guys gotta be so close to it.
He's up on the meta. Too much meta happening over there. What would you like to do, Sandra?
I'm going to. I guess I'll do another magic missile,
Okay, what level?
just because I know that won't hit them. Okay, so I'm gonna do another level 2.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 4 D4.
You don't, because it's no hit roll. You get a bonus to a hit, but
Correct.
you get a bonus to hit, but you don't.
The automatic
Okay.
hit, so you don't need to roll. So the bless isn't really needed.
But then do I still get the extra?
You still get the extra +1. That's
And as Aldrain and Drock, you're standing there, the smell coming off of this ooze-like creature
Wow.
is overwhelming. Damn. Once again, you step out from the tree, slam your quarterstaff down. The 4 magical dots fly out from your quarterstaff and just strike this creature, one puncturing through its chest, and the just purple goo slamming technically directly on Drock and his shiny armor as the creature kind of squeals for a moment and drops to the ground and dies.
I do a shiny armor, but apparently dropped their speed.
Any movement or anything else for you?
I'm gonna go hide behind my tree again.
All right, the handy dandy tree. At the
Good to see you, Riddle Lord.
top of the round, Drock.
You're welcome.
You hear from behind this tree the Riddler's voice. You're up,
I'm
Drock.
going to move my hunter's mark to this orange gob.
Bonus action, move your hunter's mark. Okay,
Yep, and then I'm going to try and kill him.
go ahead.
Fuck. 11.
11 just hits. Go ahead and roll
And-
damage.
10.
10 damage.
No, for the second one.
Oh, that misses.
Okay. Okay. I remembered my Colossal Slayer this time.
Well, it hasn't been hit yet.
Fuck, well, never mind. 19.
19 points of damage.
Wait. No, that's still with colossal blade.
As I say, that's quite a bit even with Hunter's Mark.
15.
15 points of damage. So first one kind of misses. This creature kind of shrinks itself for a moment, and you just whiff in the air. As you bring the sword back around, you could tell that it can just contort itself into all kinds of different shapes, and you just stab directly down into it, and you see it jiggle and kind of make some sort of screeching noise. As you pull out your sword, you notice that it is bright white and kind of sizzling a little bit, as it looks like it is starting to corrode. You're gonna take you're gonna take 1 point negative damage toward your damage roll. So anytime you attack, it's gonna be -1 right now. Any movement or anything else for you?
No.
Okay. That is your turn. Aldrain, you're up. What do you do?
So, after seeing him attack this with a bladed weapon, do I feel a bladed weapon is adequate?
Give me an intelligence check.
Well, apparently, of course I do. 15.
You could tell from you're very much familiar with weapons and what they should and should not do after attacking, that it is not a good choice to do that.
Give me a second to search my character sheet, because I don't think I have myself that's not bladed. Everything I have is a piercing or slashing.
Gotcha.
I have the shield, I suppose. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to shield smash it. Just
Okay, go ahead and give me a attack roll. You look down on this creature. It's almost like 2.5, 3 feet tall.
So not one. I'm just trying to figure. I'm not proficient in a shield. Well, I am proficient in a shield, but like I wouldn't get a proficiency bonus attacking with it, would I?
No, you just use your strength modifier.
Just strength. So I got a 23 total.
Yeah, that definitely hits. It's like, ew. That's what the
Yeah,
inner cap looks
They're
like.
pretty gross. Hey. Yeah, it's like a giant standing bug. Gross. And
Yeah.
it just puked up more gross.
This is what you're fighting.
What do I roll to attack?
That is going to
Or
be
damage, rather.
a D6.
Plus strength.
Yes, plus strength.
Oh, I didn't add D4 to the attack, but I suppose I didn't need to.
Yeah, you got it. This guy's hit.
Plus 4. I got a 5.
You got a 5. So, as you take your shield, you put your sword away for a moment. You take your shield and you're like, and slam it against this. You see the creature itself kind of wiggle from the hit, and it definitely takes damage. On your shield, you have a -1 penalty on damage if you decide to use that again. It is a cumulative, by the way. So, it does take damage, but your shield is starting to shimmer, and it's heating up from whatever it is this corrosive creature is doing to it. Any movement or anything?
No.
Okay.
How about you move so I can do my fireball?
So,
Why did you do that to us?
If we move, he attacks us.
after you're done, Aldrain, this ooze creature is going to look up at you, Drock, and it is going to kind of extend itself very thin, and it is going to take a melee attack at you with its whole body, essentially. Dice, do not screw me over. That is... God damn, I can't read that. A 21.
Yes.
Okay. So, that is... God damn it, I rolled a 1. So that is 2 points of bludgeoning damage, but then you also take nice 8 points of acid damage. And are you wearing magical armor right now? I think it's non-magical, correct?
It's not magical.
Your armor itself starts to partly corrode, and it itself has a -1 penalty against it. So your AC just dropped down by 1. You can see the creature kind of pulls off of your body as it hits you, and where it hits you, it is shimmering with heat. That ends its turn. Arinalor, you are up.
Can I do a perception check to see how hurt this dude is?
Absolutely, go ahead. You can tell it is at least bloodied.
Oh, I didn't have to roll for that.
No, any creature's bloodied, I have to at least let you know that. So it's at least half its health is gone.
Well, I rolled a 17.
You could tell that where the creature is moving, like as it moves forward and back, there's some like opening gaps, and it is not like closing in its shape. Its shape seems very thin at points. It is not doing good.
All right. Let's see here.
And with that perception check, you do notice that there is a pouch attached to the dead Ettercap's body as well. Where did you go, Phil? Phil left. He's out.
All right. I'm gonna use my last level 2 spell slot and do a magic missile again.
Alrighty, roll 4d4.
You got
Do you have anything that does flame damage that's not a firewall?
a firebolt.
I don't know what that is. Does it do flame damage or is it just like concussive?
It says firebolt.
Okay.
It's clearly fire.
Oh.
Fire and flame.
I'm sorry, just wondering.
You want me to do that instead?
No,
No,
you've already said what your damage is. There's a lot of meta happening. You've said what it is. You're doing magic missile.
Okay.
I think meta's not a good word for that.
You're talking out of game about the game. It's as close as you can get.
Okay, kibitzing.
10.
10 damage as Renalor steps out from behind the tree once more and slams that patented staff down. You see that the 4 magical dots that fly right at this ooze sink into it, and each one, as it sinks in, it kind of expands, and the ooze just goes and just splatters and explodes all over Udrock and Aldrain, just covered by this ooze right now. It does not cause any sort of corrosive damage. It is very thin and disappears immediately, but for a moment you are splattered by this stuff as it is dead.
Oh no!
What was that?
Damn camera's shutting off on me over here. Didn't even tell it to shut off.
I have an arrow sticking out of me and I'm covered in purple goop.
A little bit, yeah. And that is the end of combat. That's kind of funny because the camera shut off as if it knew, like, okay, we're done.
I thought you shut that off.
No, it just did it on its own. All right, so shut this music off and switch to this. Perception checks, everyone, real quick.
Eight.
18.
Nice. Chandra, I didn't hear yours, sorry.
8.
8. So you do remember the pouch on the Ettercap prior to that, but only Aldrain hears that same noise that was coming towards you before, but it is a lot louder. Drock and Arinalor are just fully concentrating on the figures on the ground. Does not notice that this almost like like tidal wave of canopy noise coming towards you. Aldrain is very acute and can hear it. What would you all like to
He screams at the top of his lungs and takes off running.
do? All right, Aldrain just takes off away from anyone without any conversation. Drock.
I scream run.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen to him, but as I'm running by that body, I'm gonna snatch up that pouch.
Okay. So it's a very flimsy pouch. You quickly, very easily, without any hassle, you rip it off this dead body. Anyone else?
I'll play Follow the Paladin.
All right. As all three of you follow Aldrain, you head toward the city. The noise is getting louder. All of you can hear it now as it's coming towards you. You get up to the gates itself, and as you get up there, you see the guards, like up on the city wall, are like, you can hear them yelling, like, "Hurry, hurry!" The gates are opening for you as you're running up. As you run through the gates, they close almost instantly behind you as you rush through the threshold itself. You find yourself in the city of Sylalsera once again, and you can tell that there's a lot of activity up on the city walls as the guards are moving equipment, and a whole quantity of them are coming to the city wall. For now, what would you all like to do?
Wipe the purple schmeg off me.
You very quickly, saying a blessing to Matador, wipe off this disgusting sludge that's on your beautiful
Pull the
armor.
arrow out of my chest while giving Drock the stink eye.
You take 1 point of damage as you just yank out the arrow that's stuck in your chest.
And then
Drock
Drock's gonna
the stink eye.
reach his hand out as if like asking for the arrow.
He drops it on the ground right in front of you.
No, you don't get the arrow back. You shot me.
Rude. Pick it up.
You shot me.
I was trying to shoot the monster that was chasing us, but I'm sorry.
Thank you. Those things are pretty burly. And what did it vomit up? You're familiar with those, right?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't remember seeing any vomit babies when I fought them last time, but they are pretty terrible. They have a lot of other abilities that hopefully we won't have to witness for ourselves.
Well, a horde of those would run rampant through Monaco. It would be bad.
Yes.
I don't think that's a horde of them. I think that's something else coming to the wall.
And as you're having this conversation, you hear the guards all go, "Fire!" And about 30 guards who are up on the wall unleash arrows into the forest that you just came from. As this loud noise of chittering and squeals just fills the air as they continuously fire into the forest area. As this happens, you see Desi Kelly, the Fey Tiefling who brought you to the Feywild, come running up to you, and she goes, "Oh, it looks like you made it back. I'm not surprised. I was pretty impressed with you against the Kraken, what you did. Hurry, no more chit chat. We gotta get going.
What? Where are we going? No.
Do you want to stand here and talk all day, or do you want to go to Lady of Arena and get our shit, or do you want to help the guards?"
Oh no, I thought that we meant go
I
outside.
think we should help the guards a little bit.
"Oh, they can handle this. This is..." And as she's saying this, she's looking up and noticing that, like, the guards are like, you can hear this main guard go, "Fire! Keep firing!" And they're just unleashing salvo and salvo. One of the Ettercaps gets onto the wall itself, and this 3 guards unleash like 3 arrows into it to kill it. But you can see some other magical acolytes are preparing some sort of large stone on the left and the right side of this. And as they are preparing this, they do some hand movements and some moan some sort of chant. And as they do, this large arcane energy field just encompasses the city and goes all the way over to the other side.
Huh.
Ettercap just fly into it and just kind of fry and sizzle as they crash into this arcane energy.
I told you they had it.
Yeah, of course. Never a worry. Let's go. We cannot stand here all day.
All right, I'll follow her.
So you work your way over to, as you go through the city, you can see a lot of people are very hurriedly going to wherever they're either running or fastly walking to wherever they need to go. Anyone who has children is very much holding on to their children as they're walking around the city. It seems like a lot of people are very worried and concerned. But the arcane dome itself seems to be protecting all of you. You make your way back over to Lady Rowena's very dumpy looking shop, if I'm being honest. And Desi Kelly kind of knocks on the door quickly. Oi! I found the three. Let us in, quickly. Out there in the Feywild.
She said it.
The door opens, and the short amphibian-looking person that's holding this red gem opens the door. It's about 2.5 feet tall, looks up at you, and just without a word, just steps aside to let you in. Missy Kelly goes, oh, go ahead, sorry, Chandra.
Where'd you get that red gem?
Dissy Kelly kind of early walks into the shop and says, "We have time for chit chat later. Let's go." Walks into the store. Assuming you all follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. As you follow, Horglash, the amphibian creature, doesn't respond to you at all, Arinalor, but continues to look at you unblinkingly. You walk into this shop expecting some sort of like dilapidated, unorganized item shop, but as you walk in, the ceiling itself is 30, maybe 40 feet tall, and there's these gorgeous looking columns. Everything is pristine and gorgeous. It's far bigger inside than it is on the outside. The back shelving area is just completely full of the most interesting and intriguing looking items you have ever seen in your entire life. There's a bubbling sort of beaker system just off to the right corner, and at a very small desk you see the short, diminutive figure of Lady Rowena, who is like nuzzling with her nose Nimbin, her child, and is very happily greeting Nimbin as you all walk in toward her.
We made it back safe, I see.
Yes, that you did. Thanks to you three. I thank all
Rough
of you.
out.
The Feywild can be very rough indeed. I thank you for saving my child. So, a promise is a promise, and one that I always keep. But first, I'm going to need a strand of your hair.
What?
For the enchantment, to make sure that you travel safely back to the material
Oh,
plane.
yeah. Okay.
Or did you
All
all
right.
forget what we are doing here?
Oh, it's kicked in already.
That it seems. Please, a strand of your hairs.
Pluck
Yeah,
the
I'll put
hair
out
out
a
of my
beard hair.
Nice. Arinalor.
I'll pluck one out of my head.
All right. You see Lady Rowena put her hand out, and as you do, her fingers seem a bit more elongated than her body ratio should be. And she puts her hand out, and you place all three of the hairs into her hand, and she kind of curls it back in, and the hairs disappear as she opens them again.
Very good. The enchantments will be done here shortly, but first, your rewards. So, I promise each three of you an item. And I think I know exactly what items you need. Now, you,
She points at you, Arenalor.
I bet, can easily take quite a bit of damage very quickly. Am I right?
Yes.
And this may help you. And you see her kind of raise her hands up and put them across and back and forth. And as she brings them back and forth, she's holding a cloak just appears in her hands. And it's a simple looking cloak. But as she moves it about, it kind of shimmers a little bit. And she says, "Here, please try it on."
Alright, I'll take it from her and try it on.
Okay. As you do, you get this sense of like your body itself kind of vibrating a little bit. Lady Rowena looks at you and says, "That is a shadow cloak.
Any creature that tries to attack you would be at a great disadvantage."
What that does is that is a cloak that any creature that attacks you for the first attack during a turn, it has disadvantage on attack.
Oh, that's a super good.
But does it match my outfit well?
You can make it look like whatever you want it to look like.
Well, I was asking them.
Oh,
Oh yeah, perfect.
I'm vain.
What?
I don't know what I look like.
I'm not one for fashion, but it looks quite fetching.
Okay. Did you just call me fetching?
I heard a kid say it once.
Yes, quite.
Lady Rowena looks over at you, Drock.
Now, before you went out into the Feywild, you had us create some fire arrows, did you not?
Yeah, I did. Yes, thank you.
How would you like to make any kind of arrow yourself?
I would like that very much.
Well, look at your back.
And as she says this, you see a second quiver is on your back. It's completely empty, right next to your regular one that has arrows in it. She goes,
This quiver is the creator's quiver, made by Moradin himself. Anybody can use this during a long rest to create arrows of any kind.
Thank you.
Thank you for saving my Nimbin. Such a beautiful child. Look at him.
and Nimbin's like,
He was fun. Yes, I could see that. Now, for you, Paladin, I would imagine your non-magical weapon wouldn't do you very good out here in the Feywild, as most of these creatures out here are immune to non-magical weapons. So I have something very special for you. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Very good.
and this time Lady Rowena does not do any sort of gesture or movement. She turns around and goes back to her desk. She goes underneath and she pulls out a sword, a great sword that is sheathed. And as soon as she pulls it out, Drock, your heart goes into your throat. You know this sword. You've seen this sword before. As she walks over towards you, she lays it down in front of you and says,
Yes. Like your friend's weapon was made by Moradin, the Dwarven god, the Creator god. It is a very special weapon that is perfect for a paladin such as yourself. Here,
I think I could make use.
very good. And she hands it over to you.
Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Hopefully this will help us along our quest.
is there any items that you want to buy from me? I have all kinds of great deals, and I would give you a discount for sure for saving my Nimbin.
Nothing I can think of.
No potions?
Can I roll? Can I roll to see if I recognize the sword?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a
I
history
don't.
check.
Health bonus, yeah.
You
My
don't remember,
character's-
Phil. I'm kind of hurt.
It's just a sword. I mean, all you said is a sword made by Moradin. I mean, I've interacted with a number of swords.
100 gold that I've won from.
Oh, God. Oh, my.
5.
Okay.
So no.
No.
I don't need no potions. I have magic.
Okay. So,
Is
Drock,
it Aurora?
you look at it and you know that you've seen it before, but you cannot quite place exactly what it is that the sword reminds you of.
And the only thing that comes to mind is Aurora, but I don't know.
Do you want to roll a perception check on it?
I just did. I failed. But I can
You
roll
rolled a
again.
history check.
Oh, history. Oh, okay, I like your style, bro. I like your style too.
And the rest of you, Arenalor, do you want to buy anything of any kind? This is the most prestige item shop in all of the realms.
Yeah, I'll buy stuff. I like to shop.
What is it you would like?
What do you have?
Anything you might need.
Well, I'll get one health potion. Anything? Do you have anything special that I might need that I don't know that I need?
I have a potion of cure poison that you may need in the future.
I'll take that.
Okay, that'll be 200 gold.
We just saved your child.
150 gold.
Handling for a better price?
Yeah.
150 gold then.
Done.
Such a cheapskate.
I know.
You're such a cheapskate. I know.
I mean,
That
it's
is straight out character. Just staying in character. Drock, what did you roll for history check?
15
15. So you look at this
perception.
perception. Thank you. You look at this sheathed sword. As you do, you get flashes of Sakun Darkbreaker and you in the Underdark fighting all kinds of Duergar and a sentient sword that you bonded with that sacrificed itself to blow up the cavern that the Duergar city was in and seemingly was destroyed. As you look at it, you know that this is Aurora.
I'm gonna pull my short sword out that's damaged, and show it to I forgot her name already. The shopkeeper.
Lady Rowena.
Yes, that one. And show her the damage and ask, is there my sword took some damage during the battle. Is there anything you have that may help to repair it?
Yes, I can repair it, and I can also enchant it with some magical abilities so that it wouldn't damage like that again.
Pull the other one out. Could we make that a twofer?
For you, Tusktooth, yes. Of course. It'll take a little time, but I'll get it done while I finish the enchantment.
My armor needs to get fixed, does it?
What was
yeah,
that?
but not enough to degrade. Does my armor need to get fixed, or is it fine?
It is dirty. It needs to be clean, but it is fine.
Okay, good enough.
Your shield got damaged.
Correct.
Oh, I thought that was a temporary thing. That's permanent?
It will go away after a little while. But for Drock, he's basically Drock is getting his swords enchanted, so they will become magical.
Yeah, I don't need that.
You have the most powerful magic sword already. Oh.
Yeah. I feel pretty comfortable, and my character isn't the type of person that's gonna go pay to have something cleaned. That's not an issue to him.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Drock's gonna walk over to Aldrain and just she gave you a sword, huh?
Yes, a sword of the gods.
Cool. Yeah. It's a pretty cool looking sword you got.
Yes, and now it will serve the gods.
I didn't say anything about gods, but
As I go about switching the swords out in the sheath and getting it, what's the word? Comfortably placed on my belt.
you know, I used to have a sword much like that one that I very much enjoyed.
Aye, I bet it was a good sword, just like this one.
So you put the new sword on your belt? Is that what you said?
Well, I'm switching the scabbards out and getting them all fitted and comfortable, you know.
Okay.
Practice drawing it quickly a few times.
You pull the sword out.
Well, I'm not pulling it out. I'm just, you know, kind of like you'd practice drawing a gun, except it's not a gun, it's a sword.
Do you think perhaps I could see the sword, the blade?
Don't see why not.
Do you draw it?
Please.
Yeah, of course I draw it.
So you go to pull this sword out, and as you do, this bright white light emits out of it immediately, and everyone in the room kind of has to kind of shade their eyes for a moment as they adjust to this new flash. And as they do, you hear this voice in your head. It starts to talk to you, and it says, "Well, welcome. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Aurora.
Oh, hello.
I can tell you and I will get along famously."
I like the sound of that.
And Arenalor, Drock, you just hear Aldrain talking to himself right now.
Well, I'm gonna say to Aldrain, tell Aurora that I say hello.
It's like an ex-boyfriend or something right now.
Drock would like me to say hi for him.
I would remember Drock. He
Yeah, what do
was
you think of him?
worthy. Very worthy. I hope you live up to his greatness.
Try my best.
Now, let us take out the evil that is in the realms together.
I agree.
Good. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Everyone, great job. I am super impressed by how you dealt with that Ettercap. I honestly thought that Ettercap was going to web you up, Aldrain, so I don't know how that would have happened, how everything would have turned out if it had. But Arenalor, once again, the MVP with the 3 magic missiles. Super impressive. Amazing job, Chandra.
Mic drop.
I do want to buy some more things when we kick it back in next week, just real quick.
That's fine.
Yeah, I want to shop around a little bit too.
You guys are.
Yeah,
What?
this is a
We can
prestige.
even do it off screen. Like we can even just kind of.
Yeah, that's totally fine as well. Everyone
Someone's
watching,
gonna be googling D&D magic weapons this weekend, I'm guessing.
so many people do. Yeah, there's so many sessions where it's like just shopping sessions. This shit matters. Everyone watching, thank you all for being here. We got a few people in chat. Cyrus with the hype and the GGs all around. Cyrus, thank you all for being here. join us next week. I believe we are going to once again be on Thursday. Phil, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good, but I think someone else said Thursday worked better.
Thursday would work better because our kids' daycare now is.
You guys want to
messing
just
with,
switch to Thursdays in general, which we can.
Sure.
You want to try that while we figure out Addie's daycare? Yeah, that would. While we figure out his daycare, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So from here on out, viewers, you heard it first. Breaking news: Neighborhood RPG on Thursdays. Crap, I got to change my bot timer for the notifications. But I think this will work nicely, and we will continue on from here. And hopefully, the Defiant 3 will get back to Monaco and see what the hell is going on there. I just want to quickly thank you, Cyrus, for hanging out and chat. He is now officially the Super Bucker Bros first moderator, dropping all the cool emotes. Oh, he's got a cool like cat emote with sunglasses. That's amazing. But Cyrus, you know your duties weren't necessary today, banning or deleting any messages or anything. But it is a joy to see you here if that were to be needed. So thank you very much, Cyrus. Yeah, banning all the big follows. I thought we were gonna get a big follow because I thought that was gonna happen today, but it did not, alas.
Hey, don't forget, next week, debut single from Ted. We hit 50 followers.
That's right, 50 followers.
It's gonna be.
Well, let's say 35. We got the goal at the top. If we get to 35 next week,
Get 50. Get 50 followers.
I'll tell you what, if we get 50, you better drop a rhyme or two. All right, let's just say that. But thank you all for being here. I just want to quickly, the message didn't pop up, but I just want to thank Tabletop Audio. We are a patron of theirs. This is what you are listening to right now is from Tabletop Audio. They have amazing music and ambiances. They now have a sound pad where you can actually use to like do sound effects and different. I haven't messed with it too much, so but it's really cool. So if you're playing any sort of tabletop, whether futuristic or D&D, I highly recommend Tabletop Audio. We are big supporters of them. I will do a pit trap noise here real quick so everyone can hear it. That was a pit trap noise. I know you three couldn't hear it, but people
Yeah, that's how good it was. I actually heard it.
Amazing. Tabletop Audio.
Wow.
Please check them out. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. Big supporters of them. So for everyone else, please be kind to yourself and others. It's a simple thing you can do to make this world a easier place to live in. It is absolutely bonkers right now, so just try to keep that in mind. Here's an ooze sound.
Ooze or an ooh?
Ooze. That was gross. That's a gross noise. I'm glad I didn't use that for tonight. But
You done
tabletop
that with
audio.
the purple.
Yeah, I
the
could
thing
have.
puked out.
I could have. Probably a lot better than the noise I freaking made. And as always, please, got my water bottle. Stay hydrated. We love you. Have a great night, everyone.
Next